I know the actual draw number.
Draw number 7.
Draw number 7 of the Embassy Row Stein Spiel. And we are our featured game today is a fairly local match.
Dobbs versus Petersham.
It's just like it's Wednesday.
It's just like it's Wednesday with Carl Anderson stuck in there. Carl Anderson is a former Potomac member who is now at Petersham. We will be corrected later if we do not say that correctly.
I am
we
so
were
sorry.
corrected yesterday. And then along with him, well, actually, let's give our teams. So our team list for Dobbs is Michael Dobbs at skip, Mike Sell at vice, Nick Smith is playing second, and J.R. Groves is playing lead. So pretty much the normal Dobbs lineup, except with Nick instead of A.J. Oyer, I think, is usually on his team. And on our Petersham Potomac team, we've got, again, Carl Anderson of Petersham skipping, along with the 3 Potomac players, Joe Rockenbach, Todd Himura, and Pete Morelowitz. I don't know if that was actually not terrible. So
Good job.
all right. So it's a pretty exciting start with a couple centerline guards.
Some fancy guard work.
Some fancy guard work, exactly. Let's see where looks like he's a little tight on that. He's going to rack.
It's just going to make some more guards.
Yeah, just make some more guards. And it looks like Dobbs has the hammer here. So this is our last lead stone of the first end. He's going to try to sink one in there. They're calling it wide. Oops. Well, they're not wide.
Hey, more guards.
More guards. There seems to be a bit of a spot there, yeah. So now it's at least a little prettier looking versus the big clump we had before.
It is.
So we're going to try to draw in around on the outside now, try a new path. Oh, I lied. They're actually going for the center. And looks like they're not going to reckon a guard, but looks like they're quite heavy.
We've got the guard situation split up quite broadly.
Yeah, well, there was a little bit of a bump there to create that. It was kind of just a line. Everyone kind of came down the same path, but so Dobbs is going to try to clean up the front a little. Nick Smith with the peel, and he is calling it out of his, before it left his hand, I think.
And he's going to be wide on this one.
Yeah, he looks like, yeah.
Inside.
So that's just a flash there. Thinking he probably wanted more weight than that.
Shark fin. There hasn't been a shark fin yet. Sorry, Laura.
Now, what is a shark fin?
A shark fin is a rock that is too heavy and is supposed to end up in the house but goes through. So you wave your hand over your head like a shark fin because it's going through the house.
Okay, well that was no, that wasn't really a shark fin, but they almost had a shark fin the one before. Maybe Todd was trying to throw a shark fin just for you, Laura.
Yeah, I think that's his plan.
All right, looks like you're gonna wick off here. So a little bit more guards up front. So we're going to try to draw in from a new shot here, a new side of the ice. This is Nick Smith's second shot. Line looks pretty good. Oh, really hard, as Michael would say. And, oh, did they get by clean?
They did.
Wow.
Cleanly.
That was a nice throw.
Was a nice throw.
Looks like you can still probably see a little piece of that, though. I don't know if he'll chase it or not.
Yeah, and that is shot. We cannot give you an overhead view, unfortunately. So, but the one in the back, the yellow in the back, is in by maybe an inch, and it's the one at the top is basically just fully in the paint. So. It's like Carl's trying to decide what to do here. He's looking at what you were talking about there, trying to maybe go after it, and I think that is the decision.
Yeah, just pick it out to the side.
Yeah. They're brushing hard. It looks pretty good. No,
I think it's going to clip on that guard, yeah. But
that's a pretty happy, so he actually
ends up getting shot rock
ends
out
up
of
getting
it.
shot rock out of it. It's actually fully covered too.
Yeah. Not a bad outcome.
No, not at all. And now Dobbs is going to try to promote that same stone they just went after. See if he can figure this out.
He has more visibility of that one now as well. So.
And they've been down that path a
Chances are
couple times. So. Oh, they don't love the weight. It's moving now, and they are on it.
He's got the outside tap on it.
Looks like he might, not quite enough.
Yeah, just a little light, looks like. So, yellow still shot, red now second and third on the top. Bit of committee discussions here, trying to decide what to do. It's definitely a bit of a messy, squirrely end.
Well, yeah, if you try to chase the rock that they just promoted,
there's a lot of downside.
That's a really tricky shot. But he's still shot. He doesn't have to chase it.
Exactly, and he's stealing.
Yeah.
So.
What did he end up calling, a guard?
I think, yeah.
Yes. Coming in
a little heavy
than he expected.
That works. Doesn't really change too much. I mean,
well, technically, it's guarding.
Yeah, and actually, the way the angles, again, you can't see without seeing an overhead. Michael can't really do a double tap on it. He might. It could be there, but
it made his shot a lot harder.
Yeah, definitely has a lot more to think about there.
Looks like he's chasing that one on the side, going after shot rock.
He's going after shot rock. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe just try to see if he can bend it around there.
Yeah, probably throwing low weight at it, seeing if he can just bump it out.
Oh, they're on it now.
It is coming over very quickly. He's past
by,
it.
Right?
He's past it.
He's past
oh,
it.
look at that. Just
great
shot with a pretty roll.
Oh, that's a nice roll.
Yeah, there we go. Nicely done, Mr. Sell. So now, red is shot on the back of 4, and Carl needs to decide what they're going to do. I'm assuming they're just going to try to come and sit on it. 21 people watching. It's a high water mark compared to yesterday.
It's a good number.
All right, so they are trying to draw down and sit on top of that one in the back of the 4. They like the line. I think it's going to curl up on him, and I think he's going to rack. Yeah.
He did.
Seems to be if they throw lightweight, it really comes into that center line, hence when they got all those guards at the start of the end. But at least he opened it up.
Yeah, there's a bit of a port there now.
Yeah.
Which Dobbs is definitely looking at.
Of course, now he's going to try to plug it, and the question is if he tries to guard or if he gets aggressive and tries to come in as for second shot and close it.
I think you call the guard in. If it's heavy, you bring it in.
Yeah, I would agree.
There's 23 people now.
23 now. Woohoo!
That's a lot of people.
It's impressive. Must be our stellar commentary.
It's because we're awesome.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'm just going to go ahead and log on and see what our viewing.
Yeah. We have. I don't think there's too many comments yet. It is early. It's the first end. The Trump vodka has not even been uncorked yet today.
It's all water. That whole bottle has got water in it. We were going to pour Adam a shot, and I smelled it, and it was water.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we finished it off last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was finished.
Yes.
And that was a liter bottle, too, wasn't it?
There was 2 bottles, actually.
So what is our website?
Livestream.com is where we are on.
And I can pull it from there.
Yeah.
There should be a link from curldc.org.
Yeah, I think it's at the bottom of the page, apparently. Yeah. It's a little tricky to find. Oh, nice. So Dobbs throws pretty much a perfect guard.
Plucks up that hole really nicely.
Yeah, very, very, very nicely. So now Carl's got to decide, try to figure out how does he steal or maybe at this point just limit. So they're lining that up, but I don't think they're going to want to go after that top.
I think he's just trying to get...
Another?
I can't really tell the angle from here.
We can't see the
it
top
might
yellow
push it
stone.
back into the shot rock, but that's a really tricky angle. And I don't even know if it's there.
I know, and then you run the risk of giving up, 3 or 4 here if something goes terribly wrong.
Right. You don't want to promote them in for more points.
Exactly. Because as it sits right now, I guess maybe he's worried that Dobbs, what he's probably should be worried about is that if Dobbs goes after that yellow on the outside, then he's got a hit for 4.
Yeah.
Which they're not even looking at. I guess they've... So the other option would be just to draw to the outside, basically where...
Not a great draw there either, though. It's a pretty far out there.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
And that guard they have is up pretty high, so it's not nicely promotable. Is promotable a word?
I think so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you do well at work, you're promotable, right? Is that a...
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so they are going to go for this interesting hit on the top. I wish we had a better overhead angle to show you and to show ourselves because we can't quite see that top yellow one. But let's see what happens.
The line is set up well enough that a promotion of any kind of speed, weight.
He's not
is
throwing
going
a
to
ton
knock
of weight,
it.
but they're all over it. They seem to like it.
Grab that on the inside.
He got rid of a red rock.
So he...
I don't think it's the one he was going for, though.
But he also left them sitting 2 now.
Yes, he did.
So, unfortunately...
Well, I think they were already sitting 2, weren't they?
No, they were he was second shot.
Oh, okay.
Over on the outside. So now Dobbs has an open hit. I mean, it's a wide. It's on the outside, but an open hit for 3.
It's a lot of rocks in play.
That is yes, a lot of rocks in play.
Seems like a common theme amongst all the sheets, though. They all have a lot of rocks in play.
Maybe it's just our level of play.
I mean, over on D, they're all in the house instead of guards, though. Looks like Melvin's trying to triple takeout of some sort.
I don't think he's not even going to touch this. No, it's a straight flash. So the good news is for him that since they promoted him in, he still gets his 2. He gets his deuce. And honestly, with that many guards in play for a while there, it looked like it was going to be a tough end for to not let it give up a steal. So pretty good result. We're up to 26 now.
Yeah, that includes me here, right beside you.
And me too. So we're on our march to 30.
Okay.
Are you organizing the teams?
I'm trying to figure out which ones are playing.
Oh, cool.
On the other sheets. Yes.
So to recap the other sheets, on sheet A, we've got Schultz out of Pittsburgh is playing McCartney from CCVA, Curling Club of Virginia, and Schultz is up, is that 2-0 after the first?
It is 2.
2. My eyesight's not so good. Looks like they're measuring on sheet C, and that is, trying to see who is playing on sheet C. Alan McNeil against
Chesapeake. Rick Balula.
Rick Balula from Chesapeake. And I'm not sure what they're measuring for, if it's just one or multiple. And on sheet D, do they have a score hung?
It is
well,
one
yellow
was
took
up.
a point, at least 1 point, so they just threw.
Okay, so that's Melvin Shaw against, the team is from Columbus. I don't know the name. There's 2 Columbus teams.
I can't see this. Hold on.
All right, we're going to go. Oh, and it is 1-0. So yellow took 1 with the hammer on sheet D. And the team is Team Breslin, which is, again, pretty sure out of Columbus. I see somebody wearing a Columbus jacket, so I'm going to make that assumption. So that was kind of a happy little rub versus not burying.
Oh. You will have some of them.
What?
That one.
This.
Oh, there's Rick's team.
Here you go.
All right, we are. Look at this. You're a good assistant.
I'm an assistant now. Thank you. I've been demoted.
But you are promotable.
You are
promotable now. That is true.
And we're up to 28 people. We're on our march to 30.
Hey.
So.
Look at us being popular.
Yeah, must be. Everyone's telling their friends to tune on in.
That was a nice takeout by Pete.
That was a nice takeout.
Leaving yellow sitting 2. People left. They don't like us anymore.
Oh, we got
down
too
to
full
26.
of ourselves.
I know.
All right, so looks like Dobbs is going to just try to hit the top one and maybe roll behind, I'm assuming. Oops, wrong way.
He's going to catch an edge.
Is he?
On the backside.
On the back. All right, well, better than a flash. Oh, I didn't update our score.
Stay on top of that.
I know, it's tough to operate. So let's scoreboard. Oh, it didn't. I forgot to hit enter. So there we go. Dobbs again took 2 with a hammer in the first end. And it looks like this is. I think this is a shark fin.
Might just be a catfish.
Is that when it nips at the back?
Yeah. It's a bottom feeder.
That's a bottom feeder. It looks like it's a catfish. It's kind of ironic that it's always Todd throwing those too, right?
Yeah. It's because Laura texted me the word catfish, so now he's throwing a catfish.
Might get it. They're going to get there. Might get a double. Oh, nothing like a good old accidental double. I meant called double. Sorry. Very nice.
Look at that. That's like watching television.
You can watch it in 3 places now, Brian.
You can plug your headphones in and listen to yourself talk.
We're back up to 28 as well, so that's
good. They came back.
That's the good news. Somebody must just lost their internet.
Nobody wants to talk to us, though.
I know.
No chatting today.
No chatting. It's a somber group. People aren't at work today. They actually have stuff to do.
Yeah. That's right. You commentated yesterday too, right?
Yeah, we had a little more chatter yesterday.
Well, we
had pretty much just friends and family.
We were quite controversial in our.
Were we?
Usage of terms.
Oh yes, we did. We had a little bit of little. I don't know.
What did you do? Say Petersham?
No. Well, yes, we were corrected quickly on that, but no, we had a bit of a debate on the proper terminology to refer to female teams. They are not to be referred to as girls' teams. They're ladies' teams or women's teams.
They're just people's teams.
They're
just teams.
Okay, yeah. So we got it all straight. I think everybody was happy in the end.
Yes, our viewers were fairly vocal about that.
That's fair. I understand. As a female.
Exactly. And
it's a nice hit.
Nice little hit. Very different end.
Yes. There's not 20 guards, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah. All right, so they're going to keep trading this hit is the plan.
They're
sweeping
this
it pretty
early.
hard. Looks pretty light.
It's moving a lot, too. Nope, they're past the guard.
Past the guard.
Looking to get a roll.
They're going to get a nice roll. Well, I don't think you can get a roll then because he was pretty close to that guard.
If you throw a little bit more down weight, he might have gotten a little bit, but you got to hope they'll roll theirs the other way, and then you can get more of a roll.
Exactly.
Is our video behind?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we are talking about something that hasn't happened yet, as far as the
they
viewers
hear
are
us
concerned.
at the same time it happens on the screen, I think.
Yes,
really?
That's why you're better off to watch the video and commentate than you are to actually watch
the live,
the actual through the glass, because it can get kind of confusing.
It can, and that's good to know. I will.
We're not. It's only a.
I'll watch my broadcast.
It's only a. Oh, that's quite a bit behind. Yeah.
Yes. There's the roll.
There, very nice.
Might be visible on the other side a little bit, but.
And it looked like he had as much or more weight too. So.
Yeah, that was.
That was just a little Mike So Magic, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Little touch. We're up to 34 people.
Oh my goodness.
We blew by 30.
Hello,
we're on our way
people.
to 40.
The Dobbs team's been getting some really good hit and rolls this morning so far.
See, Mike Chris is working,
and
so he's listening and comment and using his message board.
See, they're behind. They're just talking about us being in the future or the past or time traveling.
Yeah, it looks not sweeping it, but I think it's going to get it.
It's going to be tight.
Yeah, he's got it. He'll roll out. No, he'll just roll to the outside.
So this game is an A event quarterfinal, which, based on you're seeing a pretty good level of play here, it is representative of. Both teams have won 2 games to get to this point, so and both are playing pretty well.
They are.
I mean, there's been a lot of tight hits around guards, and yeah. We are jumping all over the place. We're up to 39, back to 35, 1 second later. So Dobbs is going to try to hit this one in the back. Probably not much chance of getting a roll, but
if he rolls at this point, he'll be pretty far behind T.
Yeah.
So
pretty quiet wait.
That's not moving.
Don't love it.
That's not curling enough.
He's going to get it.
Yeah, he'll get it.
Might not stick, though.
He rolls pretty far back.
Covered, but
the line is nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth chasing at this point.
No, I think you just draw on top of it. Maybe.
Unless you want to keep it open, and he's been throwing hits all game. Well, all end. So
Yes, that's true.
I think that's what he's going to call. Is just a nice hit on it.
So. Excuse me if I don't keep the screen up. My arms are being occupied with my arm span doing tickets right now. All right, we're good.
You're a man of many talents.
Yes, master of few, but.
So I write my name on all of this and get half back to you.
Right, so he's. What do you mean? Correct. Oh, look at that. Wow.
That was a nice shot.
There's been more hits, like light hits, just squeaking by guards than in this game in the first two ends than you see in about a week normally.
It's been nice to watch.
Yeah, it is very impressive curling.
Not a lot of crashing on the guards, which is very fun.
Well, they found the ice real quickly this game.
Yeah, they have, and they are making shots. So Dobbs is going to try to freeze on top of the yellow in the back and hopefully force him to one. I think it's a little wide. I think it's a little heavy too.
Yeah,
but I always.
It's looking a bit like a shark fin to me.
It's
but
looking like a shark fin.
It's hard to tell.
It's a tough shark fin. No, look at it.
And actually, that curled a lot right at the end.
It did a ton.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it does give him well, not an easy hit, but the way they're hitting right now.
Yeah, he can probably do it.
Should be able to hit that.
I have faith in him.
They're again when there's no overhead, they're almost side by side. There's probably an inch, 2 inches of separation, so he should be pretty clean to just hit it. If he gets nose or almost nose, he'll be okay. Clean. Now they're going to hit the brooms. Really hard is the call on the sweep, and it looks like a great shot.
That was a beautiful shot.
It's like it's on a string. So two nice shots. The whole end was nice shots, but two
just like
great
that,
shit.
we're tied up at 2 points each.
Yep, let's update our scoreboard.
It's like they didn't even have to play 2 ends. They're back at
that's right.
Same score.
So as we move there we go. So 2-2, a couple deuces both ways. Very different ends, very different ways to get there. But at the end of the day, it's a tie game, and let's see how this one progresses. All right. So it looks like centerline guard is the call. And no score updates yet, as we are the head of all the other sheets, so nobody else has finished their second end.
Three other sheets playing, though, are certainly loaded full of rocks. There's a lot of rocks in play on
nice.
A, C, and D.
Can't see too much of it, but yeah. So Dobbs is going to try to draw around that nice centerline guard. They are, I guess, just wide they're not liking it, or they're a little heavy. So obviously Dobbs not thrilled with that coming over, crossing the tee line with the hammer. But it looks like Carl's not going to sit on it. He's going to take it out. He's going to keep it clean.
Yeah, I was talking to that Adam, sorry. Since he was sitting next to it in his call. Thank you, though.
Well, it looks like Bryden's back on the chat and watching the game this morning from Colorado. Good morning to you, Bryden.
I thought about tweeting.
So it looks like Carl has decided that he did not like the way that first end played, and he is not going to play another messy end by going with the hit there right off the bat. He has said that didn't work well.
I'm trying not to cheat anybody.
Looks like he's going to clip the corner of this. Oh, no, he's going to get nose. And the inside roll even.
Yep.
Wow. Not quite rolled in as far as you'd like, but still very good. And without any debate, they are going to not take it out.
They're watching the line on this one. They need it to come through.
I think they look pretty good. Probably want to roll outside, actually, I'm assuming.
And that's what he's going to do.
Yep.
It's a nice shot.
All right, and now Team Dobbs will attempt the same shot again. See if Nick can get another nice hit and roll. Okay. He wants them on there. Did not hear him, but there they go.
Not too much roll on that.
Not too much roll. He got a little worried he was going to over curl, and the last one did kind of dive. That one didn't dive as much. And shockingly, they're going to take it out.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
I bet it hits and stays. And then the next team, they're going to hit it, take it out.
Well, now we're sitting.
It's got some roll there.
Well, I think that's what he wanted.
A little bit different, yeah.
So now the question, so
we've made our way back.
Oh, we're changing handles.
That's fancy.
That is fancy. Not sure why he's calling inside out, but I guess that's just a preference.
We started at the back of the 12-foot, and through hits and stays, we're up to the tee line now.
It's true.
All right, it is getting away from him here. But they're going to at least get it. They'll probably lose a shooter.
have a clean house now.
We have a clean house, so we will see what a draw looks like after about 8 hits in a row. Just going to try to draw around that center guard. Must be light, because, oh, there they're off again. Oh,
Yeah.
they're back on. I thought they had lots of room, but they did not.
I mean, they haven't thrown a draw like all game.
Exactly.
That rock is coming in quickly.
Yeah.
There you go.
So sure he's not thrilled with that, but so now Team Dobbs will try to, or Mike Sell will try to make the draw. See if they have got the ice figured out. They probably they just got to watch the last one.
Follow up on our viewing audience. We have Melinda Carlson, all the way from Switzerland, so it seems.
Yeah,
She's
cheering for
watching-
Dobbs.
Yeah.
He's got fans everywhere.
He does.
Welcome, Melinda.
Looks
I
like
hope
we
you
might have a
enjoyed the
shark
game.
fin here.
I'm calling
Not
catfish.
catfish?
I'm calling catfish. It's a catfish.
It's a catfish. So
So as I'm having such fun with this, so as we progress closer into the center, do we have other names that we
Yeah,
work with?
I don't know all of them. It's Haley and Brendan over there. They're the ones that came up with them.
Okay,
I
okay.
only know shark fin and catfish, and Nemo is on the button because he found it. But there's fish for everything. I just don't know all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
we may have to have them come in as a guest and.
Travis, they need your arms again.
Oh, it's all right. This could become a regular routine here for a while, I have a feeling. Looks like we've got another
catfish.
Yeah. Is that a catfish? It's touching the 8.
I don't know. That's where I'm unsure.
Okay.
Now AJ Oyer is asking, doesn't catfish mean something different? Can anyone respond?
I thought I explained it already. A shark fin is through the house. A catfish is in the back of the house, so it's like, still hanging on. But I don't know all of the other terms. There's apparently a plethora of fishes that can be used to describe
we may have to get
the
a
rock
chart.
location. We should get an infographic and put it up on our
We
Twitter
really
page.
do need an infographic on
A
this.
plethora of fishes. Or a school.
A school.
school,
There's
there
a
we
whole
go.
school.
All right, so Dobbs is looking a little heavy, but he's got backing. Oh, actually, that's
not bad.
Back
Still
four.
behind the tee, though. He probably wanted something above the tee.
I'm sure he did. So this is Carl Anderson's first skip stone. He does have the hammer. Looks like he's going to try to sit on top of that, or maybe not even sit on top of it. Maybe just top 4 is probably what he really wants. Something where where Dobbs can't come and sit on top of him again. What? Oh, Dobbs does have the hammer. I'm sorry. That's right.
I just wanted to make sure that we were both watching the same game.
Yeah, no.
No,
I
Travis
just-
is watching sheet C.
Yeah, so I get confused easily.
That's okay. I usually forget if I have hammer while I'm curling, so.
Yeah.
Or, forget what color I'm throwing.
Yeah, that happens. So they are on the guard.
They're on it.
So
This is looking a little bit like the first end again.
Yep. See, and he was bound and determined not to recreate it, and it's kind of started to happen again. So Dobbs has to decide. Probably going to throw. No, he's going to be more aggressive than that. He's going to try to get his 2 or 3 here for sure. The other option, of course, would be to throw the guard because Carl clearly likes to hit and has been quite good at it. So What would you do here, Brent? You are the oldest and are the most experienced and wisest of us.
For Mike?
For Michael, yeah, with his first skip stone.
Well, he has an opportunity to go through that front hole. There seems to be about a rock and a half, and that's something that could be used any time during these last 4 rocks. So for myself, I would try to go through it or plug it up front.
I like his call. I don't think there's anything wrong with being aggressive at this point.
No, I'd agree.
It looks a bit wide, though.
Looks a lot wide. And
a lot
looks
wide.
Heavy and wide.
Not a good combination.
Not a good combination.
But he gets a guard out of it.
He does.
Opens up that entire half of the house, though. It's definitely still a draw.
So I think Curl basically just needs to decide which way he's coming from, which I'm assuming or not, or it looks like maybe he's going to. Can't see his brim down.
They are considering
more of a hit. No, they're going to just draw, right?
I think so.
Doesn't seem like enough ice, but
it is starting to move.
Well, I think it's all weight dependent too. When it dies, it cuts across. So he was maybe just a little light on his first shot.
And we saw that same thing on the second end coming home here.
Yeah.
The minute the rocks were slowing down, it was for every 3 feet going forward, it was cutting across 1.5 feet.
Yeah. And the good news is he just threw this basically the same shot. He probably, hopefully, knows he's got his correction. So. All right. So they are not sweeping. Now they're calling on it.
It's coming in.
Just a pistol of a shot.
Wow.
Absolute pistol.
Not quite enough to get him sitting too, but that was a
Well, I don't think you want. Yeah,
beautiful
I mean
shot.
they papered and they did not sweep that until they had to, so they were aggressive, but it paid off. So now,
and he gave 8 feet.
Yeah, so Dobbs
of ice for that.
Yeah, Dobbs has
draw.
his broom in the exact same spot. Is basically going to try to replicate that shot, which is going to be
I've
tough.
heard it's been pretty swingy out here this weekend.
It has.
That's right. You're curling in it. I'm not, so I don't have any first-hand knowledge.
I would loosely call what we did yesterday curling. But we were on the ice.
For shorter periods than other
teams.
Yes.
We didn't quite get our money's worth yesterday. Oh, look at this.
Mike is coming around.
Don't think he's going to get enough, though. Might get enough to get one.
Nope.
Nope. So
it's going to leave Carl still sitting one.
Carl steals one with a pretty, very pretty draw.
That was a great shot. So score update. Looks like team single barrel Paul Schultz's team is up by 4 on sheet A. And on sheet C, the Chesapeake Bay Hoppers are up by at least 4. Can't tell. Yes, 4-0. And on sheet D, Melvin Shaw is winning 3-1. So there you go.
There we go. And on our feature game, our scoreboard graphic, Petersham Potomac 3 over Dobbs 2 so far through 3 ends.
Been a good game so far.
Very, very good game. Who needs the national? Ours are the Potomac Grand Slam of curling here. I do believe the men's quarterfinals is going on right now in the national.
Yeah, I mean, you could be watching almost pro curling, but you're watching this, and we thank you.
Right. Well, you do have to pay for that one, I think, to watch.
Oh.
So there's that.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're in Canada.
Oh, yeah, it's
or
on
you have
behind us.
Yes. Well, there we go. So,
but in Canada,
Howard's being cooey.
Howard's being cooey. Okay. it's an interesting weekend. McEwen did not make the playoffs for what must be like the first time ever. So Simmons made a comeback, and actually, after a pretty poor couple events, they are in the playoffs as well.
Nice. Did
And
Gushue
Howard,
fall
same.
over, or did he stay on his feet?
Gushue stayed on his feet, and he's in the playoffs.
Good for him.
And Howard has had kind of a rough spell too, but he is in the playoffs, so it's yeah. And then of course there's Brad Jacobs. Of course he's in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do miss that with Canadian television.
What, the
Being
curling?
able to turn on the television during the weekend and
Yeah.
watch curling from all over.
I mean, they never had a lot of curling on 20 years ago.
No,
So,
it is
I mean,
so much more
I'm
popular.
just always here, and we have it on here. So,
right.
You know.
It's actually funny. I mean, I'm Canadian, and so is Brent. I've lived here for 11 years, something like that. You've been here, what?
21?
21.
I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah. But when I grew up there was curling only basically in the spring, like the Brier and the Scotties and all that. But you didn't have much other on TV.
No.
You didn't go down to the rink.
So this is looking familiar. We got Rock in the house, and they're taking it out.
With, again, came around a guard for a nice little hit.
Yep.
So,
that's what we come to expect out of them.
yeah, pretty much. So now we will, I'm assuming, try to hit and roll underneath. Todd Humorath going through his pre-shot ritual, and I like it. All right.
Looks like he's probably going to get a nice roll.
Yeah, they're working on this.
That was a great shot.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, and it's lined up, and Mike's just going to go right off the front end there.
I think he's just trying to
clean it up.
he's trying
Dobbs
to
just
peel.
trying to peel the guard out of the way.
Going to clean it right up.
With control?
Did he call control weight for a peel?
I swear that's what he said.
I didn't hear
It's
what
Dobbs.
he said. He makes his own calls. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's been working for him really
I was going to
well.
say.
Well.
Well, hey, look at that control peel.
Hey, look at that.
It's not
A
complete
made
peel,
shot.
but
It wasn't really a peel. It's technically not a peel because he did not remove it from play.
Correct. But, hey, you know what? And that's part of that's knowing your team, knowing what they're comfortable throwing and what you're comfortable calling for ice.
I think we can just call that a relocation.
A relocation.
It's not really promotable, though.
It's not. So they are looking to replace that guard. But it is, I think, heavy and a little wide.
And in hours.
See what they do with it. Looks like they're just trying to bump theirs up maybe at this
And
point.
now they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they keep it tight.
Get them lined up. And they are basically lined up, I would say, 6 inches between them, maybe.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of space in between those rocks.
But it's going to be hard to get them both. You're going to have to really.
Well, I mean, if he threw control, yeah.
If you throw control, you're not going to get them both. No, I don't think.
He called for normal weight.
Oh,
though.
normal weight. Okay.
So.
All right. Oh,
What are you doing?
sorry. Little.
Let's add things.
I really wanted to get the telestrator going, but Dobbs says it doesn't work. So still, it's pretty quiet for a double.
Well, he'll move them both. It's kind of. The guard is in the way-ish.
Ish. So.
I think so.
So, not. There we go. That sounds good. So,
They don't hear what you say, though.
yeah. So only we hear it.
They're probably wondering who we're talking to. Yeah.
The entire audience of 7 people.
Hey.
It was like 35 people.
And we were up to 38.
We're at 27 right now. Currently.
Okay.
My God.
We've been up as high as.
We miss a lot of the chats. There's a lot of chats that we didn't see.
Oh. Somebody appreciates the updates. Oh, AJ said it's only because I don't have Canadian TV.
It's the only reason he's watching us instead.
Oh, and we got a compliment on pronouncing Petersham.
Yes,
so
good job on that.
There we go. So our audience is lots of votes of confidence.
There's 27 people that want to listen to
27.
us.
I mean, you should. Again, people should be sharing this on their Twitter feeds and, Instagram, however you share things.
I think we're on our Twitter feed now.
Okay, that's
Hold
good.
on, wait. I can tweet something. Let's see.
That's a great game.
What should I tweet?
Exciting I don't know,
I'm gonna tweet a
quarterfinal.
Selfie. I'm going to tweet a selfie.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Actually, maybe we could reference the intensity of this game and just state that come aboard and watch the controlled peels.
The controlled peels. Control peel. Control peels would be a whole nother.
That would
debate.
be that would be more.
That would be a
more shots.
Tempered weight on a peel weight.
Very controlled.
Very controlled.
And mini peels.
All right, so Carl Anderson is calling for a guard.
I'm trying to use the wireless printer here. I'll be right back.
There we go. Tweeted it.
There we go. Sounds good. Looks good. I look like I drank a lot last night, which I did. I am caught up in my. There we go. We've got some our European contingent commenting on here that the Swiss will watch anything with Stein in the title. So that's good.
Good thing we named it that.
It is. Well, I think she did say she's cheering for Dobbs, so it's she's in the Dobbs fan.
Well, did you know that Stein means stone in German?
I
Which
had
is why we named
no
it the Stein
idea.
Spiel. Because it's a stone. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
That was a nice shot. Not
That was-
quite enough roll.
Still a pretty good shot,
Still
though.
a nice shot, though.
I'm not quite certain here who has shot. It looks like
Oh,
it
it's
could
yellow.
be yellow.
I think it's yellow.
Yeah, I think it's yellow. So and
From the viewer's angle, it's
hard to
difficult.
tell, yeah.
yeah. Oh, her husband curled with him. Now, where did your husband curl with Dobbs?
Switzerland?
Yeah, that would be cool, but
I don't know. That's my guess, but I'm probably wrong.
all right. So Carl Anderson going for a hit here. And we are not keeping stats, but I would pretty safe to say he's pretty close to 100% so far in his hits.
Do we have stat sheets
We
at
don't.
the club here?
There's an iPhone app.
Some people
Mark-
have it on their iPads.
yeah.
I know I've done statistics on
Yeah.
games before, but it was somebody's.
It's
iPad
quite a
that
bit
I
of work
borrowed.
to keep up with.
It is, yeah.
Okay, so Mark Carlson, I guess, used to play with Dobbs here in DC. So back in
makes
the
a little
day.
bit more
That
sense
does
than,
make a little bit more sense than Switzerland.
yeah.
It would have been more exotic and exciting.
It would have been really cool, yeah.
Yeah, so she probably doesn't even know like the new Dobbs, like the Christine and Dobbs.
Oh, is he a different person
Oh,
now?
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
New and improved.
That's why he's making all of his shots.
That is.
Yeah.
It's that newfound confidence.
New and improved Dobbs.
All right, so Dobbs is trying to, I think, just hit and roll under, I guess. I mean, hit first, roll under is a good option. Looks like they're talking about it down there. Oh, they're off.
there's a stray rock. Send it back to sea.
All right, so he gets the hit and stick, does not get the roll. Yellow is still shot. And now just deciding which way they're going to hit this.
Yep, looking to take it out. Is this the last rock? There's still more. I'm not paying attention.
No, Dobbs has one more. So
Okay.
Dobbs has hammer. So
this is Carl's last shot.
So this is Carl's last shot. So he hits this and
Sits 2.
Sits 2, I think. And actually will pretty much force Dobbs to have to draw for 1. Because I don't think he'll be able to hit for 1.
I think it depends on if he rolls it all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait to see where that rock ends up. Or roll to the inside, you could hit that one. Or roll to the outside, you could hit the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Not much roll would be a little bit tricky.
Oh, it's got to move. He's going to get it. I just don't know if he's going to even stay.
You're going to build a big capital.
Now that helps Mike's next shot out a little easier.
Yeah, so now he has the ability to blank, basically.
Yeah, he could blank, take 1.
Maybe he'll throw a control peel.
Give them 1, but I doubt that would happen. I mean, now that I said it, I'm going to knock on some wood for him.
Well, I've downloaded the app called Curling Terms.
I don't think catfish is in there.
Well, there are no
they
fish.
They need a new dictionary.
There are no fish in the Curling Terms dictionary, so it might be perfect opportunity to submit.
I think we should submit.
Is it like
the
a
terms?
Wikipedia
I believe so.
element to it? Can you user submitted?
I mean, I think shark fin is a term that's up and coming that everyone's going to be using in the future. So
I think so.
We're trendsetters, basically. So they are all
Absolutely.
over this. Nope, now he calls them off. Maybe I'm listening to the wrong sheet there.
they're still sweeping. They're scrubbing that hard.
Well, they're going to get it. They're just going to stick.
Yeah, they've got it. That was a nice throw.
Yep. So with that, Dobbs takes his 1.
And we're tied
Ties it up.
again. This is an exciting game, people.
It is an exciting game. So flash our scoreboard, pretty scoreboard. 3-3 as our after 4, and we start all over again. The only difference is now Petersham and Potomac has the hammer for the last 4, or for the 5th, but.
For our interactive viewers, we'll put a term out to you, and let's see whether anyone can give us some feedback on what you think this term means, this curling term.
Oh, I'm excited to play this game.
Oh, this is trivia.
This is called, okay, the term is dump the handle. Does anyone know that?
Yeah, it's when you dump the handle.
When you flick it?
When you dump the handle,
dump it
of
out to
course.
the side. Yeah.
Exactly.
I showed you what I'm doing with my handle, but the viewers obviously can't see
Can't
that.
see that, yeah.
Right. So when you release
you can
that
run on
rock,
the ice and do a demonstration.
That's what you do.
when you release the rock and you give it a little bit more such that you throw it off course with your turning motion.
Yeah. Pretty familiar with that. I do it quite a bit.
I've done that before.
I don't know about that one because at that point I usually have my eyes closed.
So how many total curling terms are in this curling term dictionary?
I have no idea. I'm flipping through there and it's just not stopping. Okay, here's one. It's called Kizzle Kazzle.
I don't know that one.
Well,
Kizzle
anyone
Kazzle.
care to take a guess?
I'm gonna guess it means the same thing as catfish, and they stole our term and changed it and made it weird.
Oh, this is lovely. Kizzle Kazzle is a delivered stone that's intentionally wobbled to compensate for water, slush, or snow on the ice. Yes.
So that's like an arena. That's like an outdoor.
Yeah, that's something we need if we're curling on a lake.
I would think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or arena ice.
Yeah, I would say this is Scottish
Or
Highlands.
at 3 a.m. in Richmond, right?
This is the Scottish Highland term.
Okay. Yeah, that's
good to know.
We don't have to throw Kizzle Kazzles here too often.
No,
we don't.
We have pretty decent ice.
We are quite blessed to have very good ice.
So when was the last time, or if ever, you've seen someone during a game throw a wobbled stone?
Never.
Thomas Ostrud rolled that one down
Oh,
at the
yeah,
end
yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
Yep.
World Championship last year.
Now that
That's
would have
about as
been
close.
more.
That's not quite a Kizzle Castle, though.
That's not quite a Kissel
I think that needs a different name. We call it the Ulsred.
Wobblestones are probably were more common when we were lifting rocks.
Very
Because
true.
as you came down, then if you hit the ice,
I haven't seen someone lift
poorly,
a rock in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned how to do it once. It was really fun, but I would not
Bob-
want to throw it on the
Bob
side.
Pelche still lifts.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
We played Fort Francis, Ontario.
Yeah, the guy,
last
he
year.
lifted on his takes.
He sure did.
Yeah, and he lifted high.
Up to his waist.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
flinging it back.
Yeah, I've never lifted it that high.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of upper arm strength, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's definitely a progression in how much faster the ice has gotten.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah, you don't
sliders
need
are
to
so much
anymore.
better. And,
Yeah.
I mean, even just going home last winter I went home, or the year before, and I curled in my old hometown club, and their ice is very slow up there, and in the country in Canada still, they don't put as much time into it as we do here. In the cities it's a little different, but
I was gonna say it probably depends on the club, I would guess.
I mean, I'm from a small town of 800 people with a 3-sheet club, so
There you go.
Dobbs has a nice. Nope. Just.
Well, that's like the thing about Canada, right? Is every town has a curling club
yeah.
and
So
a post office
I always joke because
And the grain tower.
and a grain tower.
I joke with people that they're within 15 minutes, or no, within 10 miles of my parents' house, there is 4 curling clubs,
That's crazy.
and there is less than 5,000 people.
There's 2 in my state.
There's there's way less. There's probably about 2,000 people within 10 miles, but there's 4 curling clubs. 2 are not even artificial ice; they're natural ice, but they're indoors.
Oh, wow.
But that makes great for community involvement because you have teams from that 10-mile radius, 4 clubs,
Yeah.
and they're shifting back and forth
They are.
all
I
the
mean,
time.
they're
good.
having. Curling's not quite as popular actually in Canada as it has been. It's just like
In
everything
past
else.
years.
There's lots of competition for people's entertainment dollars
What
and
we have
time.
here? More guards.
More guards. So we're shaping up for an end, kind of like the second.
Oh, we're looking at the wrong TV.
Yeah.
Up there.
Flip to the other.
We have another term here. I'll give you a hint. We're too late in the game to use this term.
Oh, there are rocks in the house. I just was looking at the wrong house.
Well, they're in the top of the house. They're kind of guard-ish, guard-esque.
Yep. Anyway, what was your term?
The term is LSFE.
L, is it an abbreviation?
Yep. It's
Last stone first end.
Oh,
Oh, I
talk
thought
about
it ended
the
in a W.
man.
I was gonna guess last stone first,
First end. Last
but
stone. the
I
first
thought
end.
I thought you said W, not E. I don't know why I thought that.
There's always the good old LSD. That's always a fun term for curling.
Yeah,
Do you know that one?
We don't have that in here.
You should.
it's a curling term.
It's a curling term.
LSD.
Last stone
stone.
draw.
Oh, last stone delivered.
No draw.
Last stone draw.
So remember when we went up to playdowns last year and we had to draw to the button?
Oh, yes.
So that's last stone draw.
Okay.
Is when you're doing that. That's what they call it. Which is kind of funny when the officials talking and every second word is LSD out of his mouth.
Things mean different things in sports.
Yep, that's exactly right. So looks like Dobbs got one kind of buried in there pretty nice. I think that must have been a promote.
Yeah, he's got a couple of guards on that.
Yeah, or maybe it wasn't. I missed it. Because
I
we were
missed
too
it
busy
too.
talking.
There appears to be enough room, though, to work
Well, they're
around
going to go
right
after it, and they have proven today that no rock is unhittable.
Not on this ice.
No, they're on the guard this time, though. Big time.
now. See what kind of action
Get
we
it the
get from the
roundabout way.
rocks.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was trying to do that.
So he changed the complexion a little. Dobbs is still obviously shot, but they are 2-3 now.
Looks like he's behind that other guard a little bit. Maybe like half. hidden.
Half. Yeah, probably not even half, just based on the angle. What do you think there, Brent? Look, can you see all of that redstone on the actual ice?
Ice, about 7/8 of that
Yeah,
stone.
that's right.
It's just the outer edge
So
that you can't see.
So Dobbs is, I'm assuming, is calling guard here.
He's guarding
Yeah. So Mike
or
Sell.
drawing. I don't know.
I would think he's.
I would think
guard.
he's guarding.
He does not have hammer. they've hit everything, they'll hit that.
Yeah, they will.
We can offer up a challenge to the viewers. Under the curling terms dictionary, there are no X, Y, or Z words. So
What if we spell catfish with a silent X at the beginning?
Silent X. So
we want to offer up that as a challenge to our viewers.
Zizzle zazzle.
Yeah,
Zizzle zazzle.
Give us your take on a curling term you'd like to see us use that starts with an X, Y, or a Z.
There we
We'll
go.
call it
So
Wolfsred
Ulstrad.
with a Yolsred with a Y at the beginning.
The Y at the
Yeah.
All right, so I think that was not a called shot. Mike Sell came through the port. I think it was supposed to be a guard, but did end up getting right to the back of the 4, and
He's
so sitting 2.
But they're open.
They're open, but they are debating. So what have they decided? They're going to hit the – is he trying to play a double?
I don't know. The double's really tricky.
It is a very tricky, especially with our dead rocks.
I think he's probably trying to hit and roll would be my guess. But
pretty close. They're waiting for it to bend to get by, and it does.
A little bit too much roll.
Yeah, a little too much roll.
But he got rid of the rock he was trying to hit out.
Yep. And I mean, that's a pretty thin hole to come through. So now Dobbs is going to, put one in the top 4 on the left-hand side there. Oh, nope. I think the Mike Sellis kind of pushed him in the other direction. They're going to basically throw the same shot he did with maybe 5-8 feet less weight. So stop in the top 4. All right,
Yeah,
so
he's
I
asking for
think
top
we're
4
in agreement.
He's giving him a little more than 8 feet of ice here. And that looks, the release delivery looks right on Broom.
They're on it immediately. I think he's light, which is not a bad thing. Oh, he's not light. I was totally wrong. Look at that.
That has just come in wonderfully.
Yeah, so he sinks another one in there. Very nice shot. So basically almost covering the pin or the button, just on the left side of it, and then one in the back 4. So they are sitting 2. Carl Anderson is 3, 4, and 5.
This is the most rocks we've seen in the house all game.
Yeah, by far. So now the question becomes: does he go to? Yep. So he's gonna make some action happen here. He's calling for a peel.
Blowing things up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's peeling or if he actually. I think he just wants to nose and try to change things.
Just gets the one.
That was tough. It was real close, real close. Not happy with that, but
there are more rocks to throw.
that's right. And so it looks like Dobbs is going to be ultra aggressive and try to sink another one in there.
I mean, he's got guards. He might as well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would be inclined to put a 1 guard up if it was me. But that's, again, he's stealing.
I don't hate being aggressive here. I think it's
Yeah.
a good call.
Again, they're in the A and I'm in the C. So
I mean, the way that they've been playing, they can make these shots. So
there's no doubt.
I mean, their opponents can make shots too, though.
Exactly. So they're,
It's to figure out the best time to be aggressive, and it appears that
So it looks like
is one of those times.
It looks like Nick is trying to change his mind, and Michael is being very diplomatic about telling him he's wrong. And we've got agreement, or at least Acceptance.
This is the shot he called. This is the shot he's throwing.
Okay, and Mike is on broom there as well.
So they are playing the guard. They're saying 4. And that's what they got. So Sylvie's on listening to us, so don't say anything bad, Brent.
Okay.
All right, so now
Oh, there you are. Hi, Sylvie.
That's a lot of rocks.
It is a lot of rocks.
So what shot would you call if you were Carl right now?
Are they looking at an in-off?
Yeah.
It's not really there, though, because the yellow's...
The yellow's behind the red.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the in-off for the back one, but I don't know how you get to the top one.
Can they run the clock on that, though? Like take an in off and run it through and keep it
not
into
with these rocks.
No, our rocks don't do that.
Our rocks don't.
Okay.
They're very...
With different rocks, that shot's
our rocks
there.
are very old. They're very stoic in their lack of movement.
They don't move a lot.
You opened your dictionary again this morning.
It's good. I'm taking the GRE next weekend. You're helping me.
Oh, good,
prep.
good.
This is studying.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, at this point, I think he's looking at the double peel.
Yeah,
which I mean, it opens things up, but you still got 2 rocks there that you're going to have to deal with later. And
But I don't think
he has 2 shots left.
But I think he has to throw the double peel.
No, I agree. I think that's the best call.
Because
it's not a good situation for him to be in.
No, I mean, the only other shot would be to try the draw right to the
front one?
To the front one. And
corner
then
freeze on it, bump it out next time.
But then he just guards it.
Yeah, then he guards it, and you've got...
So you're conceding
You're still giving
one.
him a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to score, this is the shot.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to need to make his next shot as well, though.
Oh, absolutely. So, all right, so they've decided. They're tightening up the broom just a little bit. Coming out, got some weight on this puppy.
And they call sweep right away.
So he over-curled.
It looks as though it has.
Got one of them, but he needed both.
He needed both. So he doesn't change a whole lot.
Mike will have to replicate his last shot.
Yep.
At this point.
But even if he, I mean, even if Carl has to throw again right now the way it sits without anything changing, you're still a tough position to be in.
Yeah, he can draw, but you've got to be perfect on that draw. Or heavy bump it out, which is what they've been doing. So
yeah. So I mean, yeah. So he can maybe get his one.
He can make the shot for 1. I don't know what his shot is for.
There isn't a shot for 2.
There's really not a shot for 2.
I mean, if you wanted to be
unbelievably
aggressive
run back
and do a
triple for 4 or
3. 3. Yeah. Run back triple for 3, and I don't
see the angle there.
It's not there because you would jam on the back yellow for sure.
Yeah.
So you so there it's not there. Because you can't slice it either way.
Unless you could slice that top one right between the 2 yellows. But that's...
I mean, wiggle through.
Right in between.
Yeah. Again, without an overhead cam, it's for the viewers at home.
Yeah, why don't we have an overhead cam? Why doesn't it say far house? Can't you click on far house?
It does not work, and I got clarification. Something broke and has not been replaced.
Okay,
so are we able to redirect C or A?
Yeah, we can redirect the cameras to another game, but we cannot...
No, the overhead?
No, none of the overheads work. There's we're missing something.
I see. Mike Dobbs did release his shot, and
look, it's another guard.
Yeah, he has put that guard right back to where the previous one was.
So
he is very much protecting his investment in that 4-foot.
Well, he has a lot invested into it. He should be protecting it.
He should. Sam is my teammate Sam Sparks is sitting down and just looking at me and smiling.
Yeah, he's saying I can't believe that Travis is up and operational this morning.
Nick was doing that earlier.
I was doing that a few minutes ago. Were you watching any of the commentary earlier? Oh.
Oh, hey,
You missed
Carl
all of our
steps
awesome
into the
curling
hack
terms.
now.
All right, so
We're
yes.
learning a lot.
Carl is trying the draw. He's
I wasn't doing that.
going to come around, it appears, the front guard that Mike Dobbs has placed at the top of the house, and he's shooting at about...
Is he drawing?
He's
Yes,
drawing.
he is.
That
At
is
about
a
10
tricky
foot of
shot.
ice.
As you said, he's drawing for
he
that.
has to draw perfectly to the pin. Button won't even do it at this point.
His weight looks
They like
good.
it. They like it.
The
No.
line is looking pretty nice.
He's passing by the
Jeez.
guards.
Look at this. Is he going to make this shot? That is...
Oh!
So, we definitely cut him down from two. And the question...
He's
there's-
on the button, but is it closer than the other one that's on the button?
I
And
think it was red.
I think it was red.
That was
But we'll see in a
so
second.
close.
They
Once
left
hangs.
red up, and so I think
Yep.
it's red.
So that was a point for red.
And we're continuing to see just
That was an
really
excellent
exciting
try,
shots.
though. Excellent throw.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a lot of people rooting for Dobbs over here.
Okay, well, yeah.
Well, you should be happy because he just got another point.
Yes, he flipped the script a little bit there. So, yeah, Dobbs with the steal. The first steal of the game.
Yes.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. I'm totally wrong. But anyway, so Dobbs is up 4-3 after 5. In
It's a
a
close one.
very, very good game, very competitive, and
Lots of great shots.
almost no misses. Dobbs is playing lights out, and so is the other team. The entire teams are playing lights out, not just the skips.
Yeah, this has been a good one to watch.
So our viewer challenge is still out there. Anyone that wants us to try to use a curling term that starts with an X, Y, or a Z, make up your own curling term and give us a description of what that term means. We'll try and fit it into our afternoon.
I have no words for you. Sorry.
No, that's way too hard for my brain this morning.
I got shark fin.
Yeah.
Catfish.
And catfish.
That's it.
All right, the score updates. So do we have, where are we at?
We are looking at Sheet A,
Sheet A.
CCVA
Paul Schultz
women.
is up by a lot of points.
By a lot of
And,
points. Okay.
It looks like McCartney hasn't scored yet.
Oh, and she just fell. Is she okay?
She's up.
Okay.
It looks like they're drawing for 1 point there. If that's indeed hammer. Yeah,
And
so it looks like Schultz has 8 to McCartney's 1. On
12.
No,
sheet
12.
12. Oh, I missed that point. Sorry.
When they're stretching far apart. sometimes.
12 to 1 on A.
And I think they are deciding whether they're going to continue to play.
And sheet C, we've got, looks like
I think we got. do we-
Belula's up 6 to 1 over McNeil. And on sheet D, Shaw is up 4 to 2 over Team Breslin. Breslin.
Yeah, I have no clue on that one. That's
It's
so.
probably a German word that I don't know.
So we do have handshakes on sheet A. The CCVA team has conceded after 5 ends.
Yes.
Yes.
But they got
So
their point.
They got their point.
They got a point.
They got a point, and unfortunately that ends their bond spiel for the ladies. But they did get a win yesterday, so
And
you
it
know,
was a very
that's-
solid win.
that's more than Brent and I can say about our performances so far.
It's true.
So
No, the
And
the
there's
McCartney
another
team-
nice draw on our sheet.
Cardi team
Everybody
yesterday
drawing
curled
nice.
just excellent.
So is this his mom, Dobbs' mom, Tech Muse, or is it just referring? He said his mom always says "Go Dobbs,"
Go Dobbs.
which I mean, we all say "Go Dobbs," don't we?
To the death. That's a bit much, Melinda. What about just to the end of the game and then drinks? I don't know about the death.
That's a little drastic.
Little bit.
Little bit. So.
Oh. It looked like he was going to fall over for a second, but he's good.
It did.
It's an interesting shot.
That was an interesting shot. So, a bit of a different end shaping up from what we've seen.
Yeah. We got a lot of rocks in the house. And not a lot of guards, which is different.
Our first 5 stones of this end, and there are 4 in the house.
Yeah. So, they're back to our hits now. Here we go.
To the pain.
To the pain. Doesn't have quite the same ring to it, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
All right, they are all over
Curling's
this.
not really like a painful sport either.
Oh, this is a field goal. Right through the uprights. Wow.
Not what Todd was looking for.
No, they're...
Oh, so it depends on the weight of the rock, whether or not it's going to be a shark or a field goal?
Well, a field goal is when you...
A field goal, well, a shark it's supposed to be a draw and it goes through.
Okay.
It's heavy and so it goes through. A field goal is when you flash a hit, but in between a whole bunch of other rocks.
Right.
So, like, you had a lot of options there and it just goes right through the goalpost.
Right through the goalpost.
I think I'm mixing up my sports now. Sorry.
Oh, it is his mom, so there we go.
My Dobbs' mom.
Glad we're only speaking nicely of him.
Mike is bringing in another one.
Well, Mom, you picked a good game to watch because your son is playing very well. So.
He is, yeah.
His whole team is, but yeah, they're playing very well.
Looks like that guard curled a little bit too much. He wanted a little bit more blocking his rock instead of just in the house.
Yeah. So it looks like Carl's going to go back after this hit.
Todd has redemption.
Todd
can make the shot this time. The field goal is a little bit trickier now with it.
The field goal is almost impossible now.
Well,
never.
You know.
Never say never.
Don't say it's impossible or he'll do it.
All right. So. Oh.
Getting down, ready for his delivery.
It's a quiet wait.
It's starting to come.
Yeah, it looks good.
Now.
Yep. There they go.
Wow.
Holy mackerel.
That moved a lot.
Boy, did it ever.
That's not
was
what he wanted to do.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Oh.
That's really unfortunate.
And I think if we remember back to
the second end back.
Second end, it was a lot of them were doing that. They're cutting in on that center line. There's kind of a spot there.
I'm going to blame you, Travis, for this because you said that, everybody's been making all their shots.
You're right.
And then they go and do that.
Yeah,
so
I know.
it's definitely your fault.
It's absolutely my fault.
Yeah.
But Dobbs' mom's not upset about it.
No. It seems like we've got a Dobbs fan base on our
we definitely
on our chat. So.
Someone did say, good shot to Carl a few times.
That's true, yeah.
So we,
got rooters for both teams. Is rooters a word?
Rooters,
I don't think that one's a
root. Yeah, I think
that's
a stretch.
I don't know about that. Lessons in vocabulary with Liz.
Oh, it's Carl's mom. Oh. That's hilarious.
Wonderful. We got both moms.
We got both moms on here. No trash talking, ladies. That's awesome.
Is your mom watching too? No, she texted me earlier. Michael.
Oh.
My mom's not watching because she's in the kitchen. Right.
Oh, there you go. I didn't put it on Facebook, so I'm doubting my mom is watching. But.
Well, I know for sure my mom's not watching because I can see her in the other room.
Ah, there you go. All right, so Dobbs came. Oh, what did they throw?
They threw the guard
tried
that
to throw
they were.
Guard, and it ended up in the 4
Okay.
foot. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, he was explaining it, and I went and explained it.
That's okay. Next time I'll put my hand up first.
Okay.
There we go.
We need a system.
Yes. All right, so he's going to try to get some stuff going here.
Oh, pick me.
Triple takeout. I'm rooting for a triple takeout just because it'd be really fun to watch.
With control weight.
With control weight, of course. That's how you make triples and peels, was with control weight.
Now this shot is staying out.
Well, he got one of them, but
Unreal.
not what he wanted to do,
That
especially
one-
after Todd's cut so much.
Yeah, there's a bit of a run there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Diane, Carl's mom.
All right,
Yeah,
so
this is not their best end.
no,
Hopefully Carl can come and
clean it up.
Clean it up for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Dobbs is going to throw a guard here, try to protect. He is sitting 1, basically on the corner edge of the button. Yellow is second shot in the back of the 4. And the angles are not in Carl's favor right now either. So this is
Now, this is going
This
to
is the
come
line
in.
it's been moving a lot on, though. So
Yeah,
his guard
so-
might curl too much here. He needs that to stop.
called over and up. And it settled
That
in
looks-
quite a bit.
It's
But
a guard. It's just
well,
not a full coverage guard.
and this has obviously been a very tricky spot for everybody here.
It has.
With the way the ice is moving there,
But the last
it's
one ran
pretty
straight.
much open for a draw.
It is.
So Carl is going to.
Looking at the double peel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting.
I would think you could
Thought.
see the.
Yeah, I
Second
think he just.
shot
I think
rock,
he's
but
sick of that line.
I'm
You
not.
know.
I don't blame him on that.
You know, they had kind of 2 or 3 3 in a row, kind of get away from him on that line. So I think he's just let's do something we can make.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So his team is saying just to nose the second shot rock and set it up for the next shot.
I like that call.
I do as well.
The only downside of that call, and what he might be concerned about, is if again they can't see the
There's
angles.
some jam potential.
There's a lot of jam potential there, and so if he hits this, if
And that
he's-
line hasn't been that good to them yet.
right. So if he hangs wide, he could pinball and basically leave Dobbs sitting 2 buried.
Yeah, which would not.
Get around those high guards and get to the face of the rock.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
He can get to.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
I think he was looking at that. Yeah.
Like maybe saying that.
Yeah. And this one's
Okay.
not moving.
No, and
It looks like he's going to bump Dobbs in for 2,
Yep.
just like you said he didn't want to do. Oh, that's unfortunate.
All right. So, and Nick was just asking if he thought he could draw right to the top of the other one, and we did agree he could, but of course that's kind of a moot point now. As now I don't know what.
So we were asked which rocks are in the house, and so currently after that last shot, Dobbs is sitting 2 right in the 4-foot,
Yep. Both.
and Carl has the next 3. So Dobbs is 1, 2, Carl's 3, 4, 5, and then Dobbs is 6. So there's 6 rocks in the house.
Yeah. And Dobbs is really just trying to figure out where am I putting this guard.
Where is the best place for a guard right now? What is
Yeah.
Carl's shot? It's
There's not a lot. I mean,
I mean,
can he come from the,
could maybe
the
heavy
right
draw
hand
down
side?
to it on the other side.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
There is a pocket.
Now he's
in
still
that
going to
direction.
jam, but at least he might be shot, or at least cuts
Right.
down to 1, and then maybe he can do something with his.
I mean, he's got 2
He's
left.
got 2 left. Yeah.
Needs to make them both count. I agree.
How about a zonk? I don't know. Zonk tank out. She's coming. Sylvie's coming up with a word for you.
There you go,
Okay.
Zonk takeout.
A zonk takeout.
There's your Z word.
Alrighty,
All right.
involving at least 2 rocks.
Sounds like a pinball machine. Zonk.
Does a zonk.
I like it.
Thank you, Sylvie. We will try to use that in our broadcast. Okay, Mike has played this really light.
Yeah, he is
and
quite light.
it's
Sorry, let me,
It's
questionable.
moving a lot.
It's questionable whether it will make that hog.
Sorry, I was a little
It's not
slacking
going
on
to hog.
my.
They got it over it.
But it
It's
doesn't.
just going to add to the pile he's
much.
already got. Doesn't do much as a guard.
So,
Now, Carl was looking just at the previous shot of clearing that front end, and now there's 3 rocks there, so his
I don't think
opportunity is pretty much
he only
gone.
has 2 rocks left.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think. I mean, I like coming in from the right-hand side with basically a heavy draw.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is what he's looking at right now. Yeah. I think he definitely needs to stay away from the left-hand side at this point because
That's
it's been
just-
completely unpredictable.
Yeah.
It either runs straight as an arrow on the outside or it cuts across, and I just
Well,
don't
and the way
know.
those rocks are lined up, you can probably see a bit more of them on the right.
Yes,
On
true.
the right as well.
True. The downside is even with a made shot,
Tons of jamming.
Dobbs still could be making sitting too.
Yeah.
However, now there are 2 rocks in that 4-foot, and with the right weight,
Yeah,
Carl could come down and do a zonk takeout.
I think he needs to zonk it.
but he's gonna have to throw like hack to get around that, isn't he? I mean,
The weight and the
No, I
ice
think-
are really unforgiving right now. A little too much weight and nothing happens.
I think you could get there with border bumper, maybe.
so he's going.
I
I
don't
think
know
he's
how
going
much
the
it
other
curls
way.
on that side. He hasn't thrown anything down it.
The one that's biting in the front, you can run the corner to get off one of
Yeah.
Yeah.
one and another one, which makes it a lot easier for him to score.
That's true.
But it's a tough shot.
He's like,
He doesn't have an easy shot right now, though.
no, he does not have it. Okay, so they are going to that side after
Good
all.
decision. Zorkink.
A
Zorkink.
All right.
draw that doesn't have enough weight.
So they have decided. I would say this is a back
But aren't draws
line.
all named after fish, though? Is Zorkink a type of fish?
Maybe we could find a.
I think we need to add it to the regular dictionary as a type of fish, and then we can use it.
Okay.
All right,
we'll
we
work
just
on that.
Merriam-Webster. Let's see what we can do.
All right.
Carl's down there getting ready for this shot. Looks like it's about just over 7 feet of ice that he's
So
taking.
I'd say he's throwing back line.
Yeah, probably. That looks heavier than back line. They're on it right away.
That is
taking off.
Yep, it is gone into that
That's
pile.
not good. This has not
Oh.
been his end.
And let's further complicate it.
Let's throw another red one into the mix.
Oh, and it looked changed handles. It almost like a magnet on it.
That actually helps.
It gives him something else to kind of
It does
hit off
give him
of
something
now,
else to hit off of.
But there's more of them to hit.
But I mean, at this point, it's damage control. It's
It
trying
is,
to
yeah.
it's trying to limit Dobbs to
Try to
one or
make this end over and not terrible for
and
him.
try to forget it
Try
real
to
fast.
forget about it and move on to the next one.
If Dobbs doesn't guard that, he can use that to score.
So Mr.
That's-
Datlow thinks that he can still score.
Well, I mean, and Dobbs,
Dobbs needs to guard that dog.
Oh, of course.
He's been throwing his guards and they're all moving a lot. To get to that guard, you almost need to throw the
So
other
if
handle.
you threw just a pile of, well, you can't get there with a pile of
Catch the
weight.
side of that, if you kick the red sideways,
Right. But don't you still jam?
sure you jam, but your shooter rolls that way.
Yeah, true.
So your shooter may
Maybe.
Again, it's tricky to without the
It's hard to
overhead
tell.
without the overhead view.
I want to see it done, though. I want to watch it.
And Dobbs is using just over 7 feet of ice here for this.
Yep. Dobbs is hopefully we'll see if this one runs on that straight line out there.
They need
though.
to sweep it early or else it's going to move way too much, just like all the other ones.
I think this might be in that spot where it runs straight as an arrow.
Nope, there it goes
Oh,
right
there
there.
it goes, yeah.
It's
Although
starting
I
to
think he
come.
did get it far out enough that
There's a fair bit of weight on that rock coming in.
So it still doesn't finish like the others
Wow.
did.
it's not there.
It is.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Took away that weird triple-ish thing that Nick was talking about.
Yeah, no, I think that's the coverage that Mike was looking for.
So I'm not
What
sure
is
if Dobbs
your
is
shot?
Dobbs sitting
Is
2
there
or
a
3.
shot?
Is he 3?
Dobbs is hitting 2.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, the
2.
yellow in the back is third shot, but if you try to remove 1 and 2, you're probably gonna
You're gonna pop
jam
it.
on it and pump it out.
I wonder if you can come around the guards in front and get to the inside of the outside rock and roll back.
As we've been saying this morning, anything is possible and everything is possible.
It's not there. You can't do it. You can't get to that spot. So what
Yeah, to move them in the right amount.
Nick was trying to say, if you
need
could
more
get to that
weight
one on
than
the
you
left.
can throw because you need to
Yeah.
get around the guards. I think your best bet's just trying to get that top one out of there and give him 1.
Well, or you play the same shot he just threw, that kind of heavy draw, and try to skinny the yellow guard on the right hand side and just get
Yeah.
down to pop. you may only cut him down, but there's not a ton of downside with that
Ooh,
shot.
there's a bunch of Z fish names. I like it. Zingle. I like Zingle.
What's that?
You can, in fact, hurt yourself on that shot. But
Well, you can.
A Xander.
Zeesh. Xander, I think. Xander. I always thought that was just a name that was like short for Alexander.
Thank you, Bryden. We will look at seeing what we can do about placing that at the Potomac Fish Dictionary.
The fish dictionary.
How many different
The
dictionaries do we
fictionary.
have now? The Fictionary.
The Fictionary, yeah.
All right.
We're going to rename the curling dictionary into a Fictionary.
There you go.
There's a whole school of words.
Oh.
That's funny because you can learn like in school.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So other score updates while we're waiting.
We're trying to make our own fun here while
they
while
debate.
Carl is
Oh.
spending a lot of time with
So
his teammates.
there is no time limit in this, which they are, using to their advantage. Not that I'd be probably thinking about this shot a lot too.
It's definitely the trickiest one of the whole game.
And what did they call?
I would be shocked if he doesn't play the next end super open.
Oh, he's throwing it away.
Huh.
So he's elected just to concede to, right?
Yes, he has.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
he held on to it past the hog line, so they have to pull that rock.
So he has burnt that rock.
He has still holding onto the rock.
He has super burnt that rock.
So he is. Yeah, they say 2, and they concede a steal of 2.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Well, it was very close, and I'm sure Carl did not want to do anything to his third shot rock.
So to update the scoreboard, we are now 6-3 for Dobbs, who is stealing his way along here. But still a very, very good team on the other side, so this game is far, far from over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they can put that end behind them.
Yep, they have to forget that happened.
Yep. They're very much still in it, unless they take that to their heart too much.
Yep. So it looks like over on sheet D, looks like there's some stealing going on by Team Breslin, and it's now 4-3. Oh no, not stealing, just lots of ones. Everything's so it's 4-3 for Shaw over Breslin. And on sheet C, McNeil is mounting a comeback.
Yeah.
It
Balula's
is
only up 6-4?
6-4 now. And I think it was 6-0. Or no, 6-1.
Yep. NA is still done.
A
They didn't
is-
come
yeah.
back out.
Yeah, they decided to leave it a final. Playing is a loose term, Sam. We're going to be on the ice.
We'll be on the ice. Yes, we
We're
shall.
scheduled. We're scheduled to be on the ice soon.
Are you guys
And-
webcasting?
and-
What?
Are you the webcast game?
Oh God, I hope we're not. There's no need to document what we're doing.
No, I have to leave. Sorry.
I don't know what sheet we're on. I have no idea.
I hope it's B.
I think it's A.
I will walk down, take a look. I have to look
All right.
for ourselves as
Nope.
well.
Mr. Datlow is going to go
Okay,
take care of
great.
it for us. All right, so start off with pretty simple center guard. Dobbs is going to freeze to this.
Ooh, that's the opposite of playing it open.
Wow, Dobbs, yeah.
Oh,
that's-
no, I know. Dobbs definitely wants to do that. I just say it's going to be an interesting end.
It is.
He ends up on his guard.
And he's, heavy and, well, not heavy, just
Inside.
overcurled.
And
Yeah.
got
Well,
two
it's that-
guards.
yeah.
2 guards for the price of one. But he's guarding the rock.
He's guarding their rock. So, and Carl's obviously going to have to accept the fact it's going to be a messy end and just hope he's on the right side of it this time.
Yep.
He tried playing clean. That didn't work.
Dobbs is kind of forcing his hand on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rock is coming in now just like they expected it to. The ice is taking shape.
All right, so I definitely not what he really wanted. A little
He
short.
called a guard.
Oh, did he call a guard? Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought he was trying to be on top of the house.
Yeah.
I just thought it was.
I would have called it in too.
I would
but
have.
I saw him call a guard.
Okay.
So.
Again.
Now it looks like Dobbs is coming around.
He needs at least
expecting
two.
to come around that front guard.
Yeah. Carl really needs two here, and then he can figure out a way to steal.
Yeah, but if he could get 6, that would be even better for him.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. 6 always is better than 2.
Dobbs does have a draw coming into the 4-foot.
An 8-ender would be perfect for him today.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, 8s are good.
They
And
are.
there we do a draw to the button.
It's very hard to take an 8-under by trying to take an 8-under. Let me tell you that. Usually you get one because y'all mess up.
Yeah. Yes, it's usually a pretty collective effort.
Yes. Ours was because we couldn't throw guards. We missed all of our guards, and they ended up in the house, and we ended up getting 8 points.
So you got an 8-ender?
Yes.
When was that?
8 years ago.
Okay.
7 years ago. Long time ago.
Still
It's in
vague.
Capital League.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
But I mean,
We came very close last year. Their Skip on his last one just said, I don't care if I get a point. I'm not giving up an 8-ender. And
that's the way to
Carl
do it.
Chin
Yeah.
And he
to
threw
clear
it. Probably not the best shot he could have called,
But
but he
get
just
rid of one of
made
them.
sure one of them was going to go,
Yep.
and he literally feathered it out. It spiraled.
What a lovely shot. Here we
That
have
was
a
a beautiful
raise
shot.
off of
Oh
a
my gosh.
He set himself
guard.
up really nicely for this 2-pointer, or 8-pointer.
8-6. Eight's unattainable.
Yeah, we're going with 6 on this one. That's
Yeah.
our call. I mean, technically he can still get 8. They haven't removed any of his points.
They could push him in.
They could push him in.
We had a discussion about that.
Technically, it's possible.
Mathematically,
Mathematically.
it's mathematically he
It's
could
mathematically possible.
Might not be technically possible.
True. That's true. That is true. Now it's a lot harder to push that yellow in.
Yeah, that's going to be trickier. So,
So that front end has been opened up a little bit.
so Carl is going to basically throw a biter guard, I would say.
Yeah. You want it counting, but you want it
But
definitely guarding
yeah,
your
yeah,
rocks.
exactly.
A 3 guard's not bad, but a biter is perfect.
Yep.
All right, let's see how this works.
Oh, he's going to.
He has racked off the
Yeah, so he
wide guard.
He looked heavy and as well, which would have been okay, but yeah, he gets not a great tick there. All right.
That's great. Definitely retweeting that one. Which Twitter am I in? Good.
You have a curling one and a non-curling one? Or?
I have a personal one, and I have the Potomac Curling Club's Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So I was making sure I was in the official Twitter instead of my
Right.
Twitter.
Yeah,
Okay, Dobbs is coming in, trying
I
to.
think he's on the guard all over it.
Yeah, and they both suffered that same
Yep.
issue.
So so
one
another
after the other.
another tricky line spot here. Where they're just having trouble predicting it. But gives Carl a chance to regroup and make this draw or this guard that they need.
Are you curling on B after this, Travis?
I am not. I'm curling on A. So fortunately, they won't have to record. What?
You might. These people don't want to be webcast. They'll probably go to C.
That was yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday. Never mind.
So, but
Anything is possible.
possible. Posable.
Posable.
I thought about thumbs too. That's what I know. It's not the same. That's the first thing that popped into my head
And
too. With
Carl
the
has
posable.
done what he was
Yep.
looking for.
Very nice shot by
Guard.
Joe. Puts in a well, he did want it
He
in.
did want it in.
He wanted it. He
Yeah.
wanted it in, but
They're
it's close.
promotable.
They're promotable.
Both of them.
So,
They're just like me.
and they are.
Am I still an assistant? Have I been promoted yet?
You're promoted.
Okay. No,
So.
Travis told me I was his assistant.
No, I said you make a great assistant.
Yeah.
Same difference, but
Okay, Dobbs has some weight on this one, so he's looking at clearing as best as
he
possible.
is curling. It is curling up hard on them.
Does he hit the split on it?
That was a great shot from Dobbs.
Wow.
Wow.
We're not going to repeat that commentary. His mom is listening. No, Carl's. Yeah, we got. Yeah, but very, very nice shot there. Sorry to go back to the.
It was a dead-on promotion.
Yeah,
and,
it was
cleared the rocks
called shot
from the 4-foot.
And I think Carl Anderson and his team are just like, what? What the
What
heck?
do we do
Like,
with this? We were set
we are-
up so perfectly.
We are curling well. We are making shots, and we just
Well, he's
cannot.
definitely trying to get another one in the house.
And he is definitely not going to with this.
Is that?
They're sweeping
He is
that.
very light, and he is no line.
Nope. Another guard.
So, yeah, and Dobbs is going to try to promote one of his reds. Or maybe come through the port. I don't know. Nope, yeah, through the port.
He has both options. If it
Yep.
does come in tightly, like we've seen before, then he has a promotion possibility out of that. But yeah, Mike just confirmed that they're
can do the
talking about
wingspan
going
while he's
through the
sitting.
port.
They've been.
All right. So Dobbs with a tough little draw here. All right, they sweep out of his hand a little bit more of a clean.
What
Now
is
they're
the
calling
shot
hard.
called?
He's trying to draw through the port.
Oh, okay.
It's got to move a long ways, though.
And it is coming across the sheet of ice.
But it did, and it wrecked.
Boom, more guards.
Wow. So we are a lot of movement towards the center line here when they slow down.
I'm going to call that a zingle.
It's almost a flying V setup. If they throw like a guard up here,
Quack.
it would be.
Quack.
Well, I think
Quack.
that fits in with
Quack.
Sylvie's note here.
Can't say flying V and
Uh,
expect me not to quack.
Zonking. A draw that doesn't have enough weight, which is what just happened to Mike Dobbs.
So, Carl is going to try to navigate this tricky side of the ice over here.
They basically have their own sides of the sheets at this point.
Yeah, they do.
All of their guards have basically just been separated.
Yeah, so the good news for Team Anderson is the promotes are all pretty hard for Dobbs. There's not much of a port, so if he can sink one in here, he might have the opportunity to get his 3.
He might.
An ugly end, but
Like they don't really like football, but they like the fact that they're Philadelphia Eagles. Like there's a reason that Veterans Stadium had a
sorry, we're laughing at some sidebar conversations going on behind
Carl
us.
is playing very wide.
They
at
are
this
not
stage.
related to this game in any way, shape, or form.
We're not watching football?
They are working
Thought we were
this.
watching football.
So that didn't hardly curl an inch and also came up short. So this side of the ice continues to just give them fits.
Well, I mean, it was the other side coming the other way, so last end.
Yeah.
I just don't think the ice likes them anymore.
No,
They were playing so well.
They had command.
Great ice.
I mean, at the end of he still has a good chance to get his 2 here, and I mean, so I mean, he's still in good shape.
He definitely is still fine.
Like,
That
Dobbs
just
has gotten in trouble, but like it's hard for him to get anywhere that can't get hit.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. I mean, I don't see a very good
not
promote.
a lot of the guards are promotes.
They're really not promotable. Oh, yes, Sylvie. So we are, to self-announce ourselves, we are with Liz Andrew.
Hey.
Who is from Potomac.
Yep.
And then, obviously, myself, Travis Hamilton. I am from Potomac and CCVA, Curling Club of Virginia. And Mr. Brent Cook from the Curling Club of Virginia, joining us as our guest, out-of-town commentator.
Yes.
Yeah, hired the big gun. For the
Came
color.
in special just for this. Thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome.
It's wonderful
Anytime.
to be here.
Anytime. All right, so I don't really. What's he calling? What are we calling here, guys?
A promote? I don't know. There's too many guards. I don't know which one he's going
I think he's
for.
in-offing. I think you're right. I think he's trying to throw an in-off, which actually I don't mind.
Off of the guard?
Yeah.
I think he's trying to promote his front guard off to
I
the
think he's probably trying to
4 foot
promote
of
his
the
guard too.
4 foot of the center line.
They're sweeping it.
4 foot to the right there. It's coming over.
No, he's running out of sheet here.
He is. And
Oh my
there
gosh.
he goes.
He's got a point in the house,
But it's not shot. So
Yeah, now there's a bigger hole on that side. But like, you kind of want to go where all the yellow rocks are.
but they've had a heck of a time drawing down that left-hand side. It either cuts to the middle or it holds straight.
Now, that was
Yeah.
a good attempt by Mike to.
I still feel like I'd rather draw around my own color,
I
though.
think you have to.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. Try to figure out what you did.
I mean, because then you're on the other side of the house from your other one, too. You're not
I
right
think
next to each
I was
other.
just going to say, this is not a bad, terrible call if you really hate the draw is just to in-off.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Because they've just struggled to try to figure out how this ice, because once it goes, it's gone.
Yeah, they all look like they don't really know what they're doing.
And his first stone obviously ended up over,
I mean, he might have been wide out there, right?
he wasn't that wide. His stone pretty much ended up where his broom was the last time. So
No, he's going to go through
he's
that
going to
side
go for
again.
the draw.
Well, and if it goes straight, it's also the in-off.
Yeah.
That's true. He has the in-off this time.
And he does have to he's got to have enough weight to carry through that kind of bend.
He came out really light last time, I think, right?
Um,
Oh, didn't end up as a guard?
It ended up as a guard, but it was way out wide, so it's hard to know how much that was just frost or,
But he's out that wide again, so he should throw a little bit more weight.
Going on sheet A and then probably slows that side down.
That's true.
That's interesting because his first shot he gave ice as wide as that.
Light.
And, so it must
And
be
it's
very tricky out there.
And it's not just the
He's
problem.
on the guards again.
The problem is when you're light, it cuts across like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
He might have enough weight here to bump his in.
no, not
Not
quite.
enough.
So just gets his one. And so we're coming home.
Country roads.
So through 7, Dobbs is up 6-4. So they are coming home up 6-4 with hammer. So
Needs
very,
to steal 2 or
very
more.
strong position.
Ooh.
Well, yesterday somebody stole 4 coming home.
Hey, it's possible.
Or
It
3.
can happen.
But yeah. It can happen.
Yeah, it was a 3, and they grabbed the game from that.
They did, yep. And I think we've got handshakes on sheet C, right, or not?
No,
Oh, I thought that was his flailing was.
I think they're just moving the rocks. But, I think they're going to play the next one. I don't know what the score was.
Okay,
from
I
that,
thought
though.
I just saw the way he was waving his arm. I thought he was
I
trying
think
to
that
signal.
was the shark wave, wasn't it?
the shark wave.
Now, shark waves over your head like this.
Oh, okay.
Shark fin.
Oh, so no, McNeil's obviously not shaking. He's up. So
Oh, McNeil's winning?
McNeil's winning now. He's 5.
I thought.
Rick was up early,
Oh, that's right.
and it's been all McNeil since. So he's up, what,
McNeil's
8-4 now?
8-4.
After being down 6, or being down, what, 4-0. He's now, no,
I think we just.
we had to score backwards.
I think we just mixed up the numbers the whole time.
Yeah.
McNeil's actually been winning, and we just forgot what color he was throwing. Apparently,
Correct. I think we started.
we
yeah.
just were
we were
confused.
just wrong. So
yeah.
apologize to all the Alan McNeil fans out in the interwebs that
And apologies to the Rick Palula fans because
Yes.
we told you he was winning and he wasn't.
So
Sorry.
So yeah, Alan's up 8-4 coming home. He's throwing through the house, so he's in. Looks like he's in command.
Where did Rick go though? 'Cause
Rick went to
they're
the bathroom.
looking around like, "Where's my skip?" I don't know.
Yeah. So I guess he just couldn't wait.
Well, here's a draw around becoming another guard.
See, it's just that center line. It's like a magnet.
It's that same line that they were having issues with last time they were coming this way.
They are visibly frustrated.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. So, and over on sheet D, Melvin Shaw is up 5-3. Is that right?
Yeah, they're still playing the 7th.
Still playing the 7th.
Well, Travis, I just took a look at the bracket board and realized I'm not on the ice until 6:30.
You just realized that now?
Just. I'm glad I got here early. I came for breakfast, and I got breakfast.
I'm not on the ice till Wednesday. I'm here really early.
Oh, yes, you are. Originally, I thought it was a 2:30 game that we had. Now we are 6:30, so that's all right.
Hey, you can commentate the next game, too.
Okay. Thank you.
I
shall.
I thought you had to leave.
Oh, no, I'm not commentating. I'm leaving.
Oh, you're
saying
leaving.
he can.
Oh,
he's going to
yeah.
be here.
Yeah, I'll be here.
If they don't already have, not sure if they have somebody lined up
And
or not.
I'll try and watch your game closely because we are playing on sheet A after you.
All right.
So,
Hey, it's going to be better today, Sam. Well,
The new and improved Michael Dobbs. That's who you have.
here's the good news. Everything that everything exited last night my body. So I had I evacuated all of my misses.
So back to curling.
I'm going to say as well,
There's
Travis.
a rock in the house, and you're not talking about it.
Thanks, Liz.
You're welcome.
Travis, you evacuated a couple of rooms last night, too.
I'm trying to change the subject.
All right. Anyway.
Dobbs just evacuated the house.
Dobbs just evacuated the house.
So, we have a new curling term.
Evacuate.
Everyone pull out your curling term dictionary and see whether we can find that one.
Your fissionary.
Your fissionary.
It's for schools.
Goodness. These poor people listening at home.
Okay.
All right, so
Now, Dobbs is trying to clean that front
is
up.
he throwing control on this peel?
No,
I
it was
think
heavier.
he called normal.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got one of them.
That's a pretty
And
light.
he's been able to clear himself to the edge.
It was not a peel. Again, it was just a moving thing.
Yeah.
A
Moved it.
relocation.
A relocation.
A relocation.
Not an evacuation.
Not an evacuation.
Carl is trying to work his strategy here.
Yep, so he's going to try to draw in behind that center. Thanks, Melinda.
Thanks, Melinda.
He requires...
I'm glad you're having some fun with it because we are too.
She said our commentary is great, never change.
All right. Carl is taking advantage of that drift in the ice.
Oh,
and
there
he's
you
done
go.
There we
just-
go. There we go.
He finally
Just
got
finally
that line
figured it
right.
out.
Yeah.
Nice.
He
That was
wishes-
a great shot.
Wishes he figured that out a couple ends ago, but hey.
And Dobbs will peel the guard.
Yep.
Or relocate it.
Relocate it.
We're
yeah.
not sure yet.
Okay, now he's
So we do have if it's hit right, we do have the opportunity to evacuate the guard zone.
Oh,
guard zone.
Evacuate the guard zone.
Yes.
I like that.
All right.
He's hitting that on the inside. If.
Oh, he got it. He was able to relocate it, guys.
Okay.
Crisis averted.
So
That sounds like the job for the superheroes. Crisis
Sounds like it.
diverted.
Yeah.
So Carl's got a couple options. Obviously, he could put a center line guard back up. He could freeze to the one in the back.
Pete's telling him he should draw behind those guards that were just relocated. Which,
I'd rather freeze to the back one, but
yeah. Either one of those, though, at least
promote.
there's stuff in the way as opposed to a promote's not terrible because then you still kind of got your center line guard with another one in the house. Although you won't be out counting that back red one.
Melinda thinks it should be called a zonal evacuation.
Thank you, Melinda.
Hey, there's a Z term for you.
Hey,
That is it.
I think that's what she was going for.
Yeah, I think so.
Straight from Switzerland. So,
What time is it in Switzerland, Melinda?
yeah, that's a great.
We are looking
6 hours
at
So it's
8
o'clock.
6 hours difference.
Brent's a little behind.
Yeah.
We already had that conversation.
We did well.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
Thanks for answering my question, guys.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Okay, Mike is trying to.
What happened there? Did they just
It was a shark.
shark fin?
Shark fin.
That's a pretty tough shark fin. So Dobbs is going to basically try to remove this and pretty much take control at the end, really. Oh, they're immediately all over it, so they're not.
They're not confident yet that it's going to.
He's fine.
He's got it.
He's just being a prima donna.
He wants that roll.
He wants to not jam, and he just squeaks by. Splits the house.
It's a nice looking house if you're Dobbs.
It's a very nice looking house.
Not so
if you're
much for
Dobbs.
Carl, unfortunately. For him.
No. So he's going to try to draw to that back.
So this is an A event game. So winner obviously stays in the event. Loser drops to another bracket. They're not out, right?
They're
at this
not
point?
out.
I think they're into C.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I'm not sure where they drop into B or C. Probably C.
I just assumed they probably wouldn't be
Yeah, no,
out
I think there was a
at
little
that
bit of
point.
an issue there. I think the schedule was originally done that way, but they fixed it.
Okay, good.
That's what I was
Carl's
told.
coming back to the
Or changed
rear.
it.
But
Of
it'll
the house?
stop a bit
Yeah, it
early.
doesn't-
That's very pickable.
Yeah, it does not curl up, and so Dobbs immediately puts down the broom for a control hit on it. And Nick doesn't like his broom, but Dobbs tells him he's wrong, and we move on. It's kind of a common theme. A little push there from Sel. This is getting away from him. Might get a jam.
Yep, got it.
Got it.
Just squeak past
Just again. So. And I'm assuming they're just going to try to freeze onto that one in the button. So this is
Probably.
Carl's first shot. So this is
He needs
he
this
needs
one
both
and
these
the next one to
tie.
tie. And he doesn't even have the hammer.
Nope. So yeah, Dobbs got two shots at.
And that's really what he has to do. He does have to bring that rock down and
looking a
at
bit
least
light.
into the
looking
house.
pretty light. It's looking like handshakes.
Yeah, Carl is smiling. He's just shaking his head there.
And they're going to keep playing or not?
I mean, mathematically, he's not eliminated.
And Dobbs can't believe his eyes that they're not shaking. But, hey.
If I was him, I would throw it away. Do not bother trying to
Which is, I believe, what he is calling.
remedy the situation because the situation is fine.
I mean,
I think he is throwing to the outside.
Carl set a precedent. He could just burn it.
Apparently, you can just hold on to it past the hog line, and then you're good.
Michael's
gonna-
release
he's
it,
gonna-
and he's...
Yeah,
Going
but
for
if
a
they
goal.
don't
Oh my
sweep
gosh.
it, he's going to take out his own stone. Oh, no, he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
I was worried about that for a second, though.
I was, yeah.
It looked possible.
There's the
There are
handshakes.
the handshakes.
Well, thanks, everyone, for watching with us. Looks like Dobbs will continue into the A-event semi-final,
Yep.
and Carl will fall to a different bracket of some sort. I don't know who is up next, but there's another game in like 20 minutes if you want to watch that too. We won't be here. Hopefully the next commentators are as fun as we are.
It's doubtful.
It's doubtful, but I mean, there's hope for them.
I may have to stick
So-
around and make sure that there is at least a little part left of us.
Do we switch over to C or something
We could
now?
switch
We
over
could.
to
We'll
C.
switch over to C. It's also
It's not the closest game in the
not
world.
the closest game. This was a more interesting game to watch, I think.
By far. If we get to D,
We played against Rick last night, and his team was on. You know,
could
they were playing very well.
well,
Is there a way to watch kind of C and D at the same time?
I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's try sheet D. Running the script.
Sheet. Okay.
That's A.
It always starts at
Oh,
A.
okay.
It's really confusing. Okay.
There you go.
So there we
You
go.
kinda
So
see both
we,
skips.
yeah.
So we sort of have two games there
We're
in
gonna-
the foreground. You're
kind
going
of-
to see
We're going to go to
C.
C because they've got more in play
Say,
right now.
Sheet D is kind of just starting
Don't worry, it's coming back to C, folks at home. So
the eighth end on D. And C has 2 rocks left.
C is, yep. So, and I think, is there,
I don't think there's really a way that red can get 5. They need 4 to tie, and they're not even sitting one. And there's a lot of guards up there. They need like a super triple promote thing,
yeah, they've got,
which I don't know how you
they've
do.
got a sideways flying V.
Sideways flying V. Quack sideways.
So, yeah, they're, I'm not even sure why we're still throwing rocks here.
I guess you have to get them to the end somehow, right?
True.
Yes, we have to bring
True.
them back.
At this point, because there's 2 of them, you might as well just throw them. I don't know. Or is this hammer? Because no,
It is
red
not.
has hammer.
Red has
Red.
hammer. This is McNeil's last shot, though,
He's
right?
probably, hopefully he's throwing it away because,
I'm assuming he's throwing it away.
yeah, he is. Or is he drawing?
No, he's not.
It looks like he's trying to draw. They're sweeping it.
He's going to throw another guard up because they needed more.
You know, there weren't enough guards. I heard you like guards, so I tried to throw a guard
Nope.
for your guards,
And
but
then
it
he-
ended up hugging.
A guard for your guards, but it was a hug.
And, oh,
No, he is going to
he's going to try to,
try and
I'm,
promote.
All right, well, hey,
I want to see it made.
we need the telestrator here. We probably need Rick to come in and telestrate it for us because we don't see it.
No idea. I
What?
guess it's a double run back, hit it on that side, bump it into the red. Red bumps into the yellow back there. He still only gets 2, so I don't know why he's throwing this rock.
Maybe if he thinks if he throws it hard enough, something will spin in
You
Can
need
he-
to bump in 3 guards
Can he not?
and remove 2
and
stones.
remove 2 stones.
Can he not come from the outside, from your right hand side?
But he
there?
needs he needs
I
4.
I don't know how you get 4 out of this.
Well-
he needs 4 to tie. There's not another end.
4 is the problem. It's not whether he can
Yeah,
score.
he can
It's-
easily score. He can get 2.
Well,
There's
not
a sh-
easily, but
I mean, not easily. There is a shot for 2 that isn't totally absurd.
right.
But I don't think there is a shot for 4. I don't know how you do it without just kicking the
I think
stones into
this
the
is-
house and cheating, which I
think
don't
it's-
think he's going to do.
Yeah, no, I think this is just a fun. Let's have some fun. Let's try to throw something crazy.
Well, let's see
Well, it does give him
how
a chance to
how it works.
try shots he does not normally have a chance.
Oh,
to,
they're not even
work.
going to follow it. The sweepers.
This looks interesting. It's a field goal.
Through the house, through the
Oh,
hole.
no.
Oh, and she puts up the field goal
And
signs.
Amanda gives him the field goal signs.
All right, so we
All right, handshakes on C.
handshakes on C. Alan McNeil advances
To something.
to the
I don't know which.
probably B semis.
Yeah, I didn't know
This
which.
is a B quarter because Alan had the fortune to lose to Alan yesterday.
Okay.
He goose egged me. I got 0 points.
Oh.
He curled quite good, and I curled not good.
We played him first week in Capital League and lost to him. He had
I
2
played
weeks
him-
of extra practice, so we did it.
I played him in Capital
It was
League.
our first game.
We housed him in Capital League, and then he housed me back. So we're
Hey,
even.
there you go.
So
There you go.
yeah, played him twice this week.
So, sheet D. There's 2 rocks in play.
And score's a little lopsided there too. What are we at?
Yeah, Shaw's up
6-3.
6-3.
So Melvin's basically just playing the Peel game. And I think I'm actually going to run and get changed so I can actually curl.
Good luck in your
So-
game. I hope you curl.
Yes, and so when you're done, just hit stop
Okay.
so that we end this commentary. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Bye, Travis.
Ooh.
Good luck on this
That made a
next
weird
game
noise in
here.
my ear.
You are, let's take a look. You are 5'6"? Okay. 5'6". We have, where is the mute? There it is. All right. And we have Travis's microphone muted.
Yeah, we should get like a guest commentator in here or something.
Yeah.
Other than us.
Or
We should
certainly
do post-game interviews with our team instead of just curl. Let's bring Dobbs out. Ask him what he's going to do next now that he won that game.
Okay.
I bet he's going to Disney World.
All right. That is a good.
No, he's
gone. He is.
He's got other stuff to do.
He's enjoying his
It's fine.
victory.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
And now, do you know how to handle this interactive screen?
No, but I
Okay.
mean, we're looking at the house, so we'll leave
They're
it
coming
there.
home. It's the 8th end. So
Yellow's
this
looking to
is where we're
freeze
placed.
on that red rock. Red's sitting 2. Yellow needs 3 points to tie. That's not a bad freeze, though. That's a pretty nice freeze.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good shot. So Melvin will look at... I don't know what he's doing.
He's asked for T-line weight. So it appears to be a freeze against that.
But that broom definitely means hit. That is not broom for a freeze.
No. So we have
I think
some
he was just
confusing.
telling her that it was at T.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he doesn't care if he loses his own rocks. He just wants to move that yellow as much as possible. Try to get it out of there.
Do we have enough?
And he'll take out his own
my
rock.
gosh.
Not exactly what I wanted to do, but not a terrible outcome.
Mm-hmm.
At least they're not frozen anymore.
Yeah, there's no backing there, and that opens up a lot of opportunity.
So do you freeze to your own or you freeze to the red? Obviously, you freeze to your own.
You know, that's
what he's
that's
calling.
always been a controversial topic, because do you keep your rocks
Right.
separated, or do you take advantage of the freeze on your own? You know,
Exactly. Well, he's calling the freeze to his own. Not worrying about that red that's all the way out there.
mhm.
And
The idea here, I'm guessing, is he's hoping for at least one more miss.
I mean, that's the shot he just made, but it's pretty well separated, almost a stone's distance in there, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Melvin will call a double. If he calls the double, if he gets the double, the game's over. They're mathematically eliminated after that. But even if he just gets one out of here, he's still got another shot to get rid of another one. So.
Mm-hmm. The ice is wide open. There's no guards out front, so they're playing an extremely clean end here.
Yes.
Now, from your perspective, would you have frozen to the red on that previous shot, or kept your rocks together?
I probably would have. If you get it perfectly, I like freezing to your own, but putting it out on the outside, I mean, that ended up working okay for him. He's got a shot now. Now I would definitely freeze to my own. But he's probably going to put it in the pile. He knows the ice for the other one because he just threw that freeze.
Right.
So that's the advantage to throwing that same shot again is you just threw it. It's also closer. I don't know.
They're talking that one through.
Yeah, on this one, I would probably draw over to the red. Separate them out now. But if he doubles out your yellows, you don't have a shot. I mean, you need to hope he misses again, really. That's your saving grace here.
Now, could you come in?
You could come into the pocket and kind of freeze on top of both of them, but you could still get two of them out.
Or what would you think about the front of the 12-foot? Just the biter on the front 12.
A biter won't do you anything. I mean, like as a guard?
As a guard.
I guess
Leaving
so.
the red open so that can be your final shot?
That's not terrible. I guess I was thinking you want to be sitting 3, but yeah, you do still have another shot. So
He does have hammer. This has the potential to end in a tie and go down to another end. Well, we see lunches out in the warm room. Everyone is enjoying it. And he is actually looking at
something in front of his other
Short.
two. And that's just a guard of guard. Not really guarding anything. Didn't move over enough. And Melvin will call a double takeout again. Let's see if he gets it this time. If he doesn't, he's in quite a pickle. We could be seeing an extra end here, folks. Or we could see it all end right here.
Yes. How has the outside edge of that sheet been playing this year?
No idea. I've had all my games on A for some weird reason.
Oh, okay.
Except the one I had on B. I have not curled on D yet this year, so I am unfamiliar with it.
Okay, they're on it right away, and she's
Courtney
calling.
definitely wants them to sweep it. That's what I'm getting from this. And that looks like it's probably the game.
It does.
Unless he can find a way to split on that guard, but it's up too high. And handshakes.
Handshakes are it.
All right, folks, thanks for joining us. Tune in for the next one.
It'll be 20 minutes.
Okay, bye.
Bye.